Hi, I'm Kabir and welcome to the second video in my making of series. In this video I'll be showing how I created and implemented the assets in the snow level of my showreel. I created the helicopter sound by using pink noise, synth master and chopped up snare samples, as well as a vacuum cleaner. The pink noise was separated into 3 layers. The first noise layer was EQ'd so that only the frequency content below 200Hz could be heard, adding more impact to the bass frequencies. The second noise layer was EQ'd so that everything between 150Hz and 650Hz could be heard, giving the helicopter more depth in the low to mid frequency range. The high noise layer was EQ'd so that everything above 9 kHz would be heard, allowing the helicopter to have some sizzle to the blades. The noise layers were EQ'd this way to have the vacuum layer mainly present within the mid frequency range. To give a mechanical sound to the helicopter, a patch from Synth Master was blended into the overall helicopter sound. A low frequency oscillator was added to the pink noise and snare samples. The snare samples were positioned so that they were matching the timing of the LFO cycles. I then imported the overall helicopter sound into Wwise, enabling it to loop infinitely, whilst adding reverb to signify that the helicopter is distant from the main player. Real-time parameter controls were added to the helicopter so that the blade spins slower and quieter the closer the helicopter is to the ground. This was also added to an additional helicopter sound for when the helicopter malfunctions after an explosion. In this case, the RTPC differs on the snare layer, since the snare gets louder and faster the closer the helicopter comes to crashing. The RTPC was connected to the helicopter so that it could calculate how far it was from the ground, using Unreal Engine's Blueprint's visual scripting. The wind within the snow section was driven by a timeline, becoming more aggressive sound-wise as the snowfall increases. This was driven by an RTPC, which was attached to the intensity and angle of the snowfall. There are 4 layers to the snow ambience. The soft wind layer was created by blowing off-axis into a microphone, making sure to be calm when exhaling. The hard wind layer was created by blowing more forcefully whilst still off-axis from the microphone. The hard and soft snowfall layers were created by adding Isotope's Decrackle plugin set to output crackles only. The helicopter dialogue lines were implemented into Wwise as a sequence container, triggering when the level starts.
Alert! You are in a restricted area.
The container had the same reverb applied as the helicopter, as well as an EQ that only lets through mid to high frequencies since the helicopter passenger is talking via a speakerphone.
Leave now. I repeat, leave now.
The snow footsteps were recorded spontaneously, as it snowed randomly one day here in England. For the full helicopter explosion, I used 6 layers in total. A fire burning layer, a roaring layer combined at different play rates, a main explosion layer that uses pink noise, a lower explosion layer that uses a thunder layer that I created in the 4th walkthrough, a metal crashing layer that uses spoons being thrown on top of a biscuit tin, as well as a pitch down metal layer that uses combined various play rates. All of these layers are combined to create a 3-syllable explosion. For the main portal sound, 3 patches were created with Synth Master. This was then imported into Wwise, where a 3D audio object was created, adding distance attenuation to the portal. For the portal transition sound, 5 synth master patches were combined. These were then combined with reverb added to blend the before and after level ambiences. Thanks for watching. Comment down below if you found this video interesting. Stay tuned for the next video in the series.